Hey, and welcome back to the Jet Experience. Today we're in Ontario, California at Ontario Hyundai. Let's see if I can see it behind me. There it is. And today we're going to go look at the all-new 2020 Hyundai Kona EV. Test drive it, kind of take a look at it, compare it to some other EVs of the same kind of size. We'll go look at the features, we'll look at the storage capacity, and see how it kind of holds up against other cars in its class. So come along and join us for this experience. So here is the 2020 Hyundai Kona Electric, galactic gray with a the lighter white interior. Just like the Niro, here's the charging port right here. You've got your standard level 2, and then your DC fast charge below it. A little bit of a common complaint with the Hyundais and the Kias, the little plastic covers over them. Aero-inspired wheels for efficiency. It's a shot from inside with the passenger side. It's a new upgraded 10-inch screen. A very sleek interior with some under console storage as well and charging. Decent sized back. And just as the Niro, it's a hatchback. Seats fold down, and then underneath here have a storage tray. And much like newer vehicles, no actual spare, but you have your charger and the pump for a flat tire. Another shot of the back seat, and then on the front, very standard door controls. You got controls here. This does have a HUD. You can see it. Maybe you could see it since it is clear right here. And here's control for it. Wireless charging with USB. A decent center console storage. There's the Declan experience. I am already very impressed with this 10-inch screen. That is a very large screen. This has the upgraded mirror, which includes HomeLink. You get up to 3 options. Huge screen. That is obviously, it's not a 15-inch Tesla screen, but that is a very large screen. Here's a little bit of a different style shifter. They're just kind of buttons. You get park, neutral, drive, and reverse. Pretty simple. Standard kind of newer parking brake. And then more controls. Looks like heated steering wheel, change to driver mode, auto hold for probably hills, parking assist. So let's turn that on so we can see if we can hear it. And then these toggle between air conditioned seats and heated seats. But it's 90 degrees on a November day, so we definitely don't need any heated seats today. All right, let's try to hide that. Maybe level 3. Oh, okay. Yep, that's what I needed.
So you can adjust it any way you want.
Okay, I see how that is. We'll put it on level 3 regen, because why wouldn't we? All right, let's test out the regen, see how this one feels. Foot off the accelerator. This feels a little bit more like the Model 3 than the Niro did. It's got a little bit more of an aggressive regen, which I like. Oh, that is actually digital. It looks like an actual gauge. The lines are real, but the numbers in the actual speedometer, it's all digital. That's very cool. That convinced me that it was real. And then on the left side here, you've got power and charge. So as I'm accelerating, it'll power, and then when I'm regenning, that's where it'll start to show the charge. With the regen and just a slight tap of the brake, it's a very, for lack of a better term, aggressive braking. feels like a very, very sturdy car.
And it's very peppy, so when you hit the gas, you're gonna feel like how peppy and
This is
how
true.
fast
So
it
in
is.
fact, let's all right. We've just flipped it over to sport mode. Let's see what that gave me for miles. It actually took away mine. Oh, 242. All right. So turn right here. Front wheel drive. I forgot. I maybe had the pedal down. I don't know, a quarter of the way. I didn't bottom it out. And yeah, definitely some pickup. But what was nice is when I changed it to sport, it didn't kick the regen level back down to 0. Uh-oh, bump. All right, that took that pretty smooth actually. So the shocks in here are pretty good. I can feel the lane assist kind of working with me. Now I'm basically not even touching the wheel, and it's staying in the wheel. And in the HUD, I can see it's now, besides just the speed, I can see the lane lines, very much like a Tesla. I've got the parallel lines. It's giving me the speed limit as well. So I'm curious. Let's make sure there's nobody. Don't ever do this at home, but always use blinkers when you're changing. I just want to see if it yells at me or anything. Yep. So on the right side, when I changed the lane without the blinker, it started to flash orange, and now it's actually gray. The left line is white and the right line was gray, telling me it can't find it, and now they're both gray because it's having a hard time. The lines are kind of faded here. So I can gather that somebody who likes to change lanes without blinkering will probably turn that feature off, because it'll yell at them every single time they try to change a lane. But you should always, always, always use blinkers when you're changing lanes. Start.
Obviously, you can set anything you want on that.
Oh, okay.
You can personalize it.
Oh, it's a customizable screen. That's a pleasant change of pace. Oh yeah, I already know what's in there. It's the charger, the wireless charger. Does your phone fit? Yeah, it sure does. It's kind of a forward telescoping headrest, which is nice, because that way if you rest your head back, you're still straight up.
It has the sound of nature, so if you scroll on that screen and touch, it's going to have like sound of the forest and birds.
Really?
That's kind of cool.
Oh boy.
You can switch from forest to sea to rainy day.
That's very cool. Let's make it how I want it all the time. Raining. Yeah, open air.
Michigan.
Oh, Snowy Village. Oh, that sounds like snow. Right and a left. For those of us city folk, we'll leave the cafe up. That immediately changed. Kind of cut the power almost a little bit when I switched it from sport to eco mode.
What about normal? How does normal feel?
I felt it open up just a little bit when I hit that. Started to speed up a little bit. Steering wheel is less stiff than in sport mode, which makes sense because sport mode it's going to tighten up the steering wheel a little bit to give some better handling. Oh, but that actually kicked my regen level back down to 1. So we'll look at the menu here a little bit. Edit widgets, home, edit the home icons, the user manual right here via the web, and a QR code. So then here's everything that's on here currently, to include Blue Link, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Here's the EV menu. We'll go in here. So max percent charge 97. Right now it's set to charge to 100% for both the DC and the AC. It's giving you your CO2 eco driving. We'll look at the EV settings a little bit. Winter mode. So battery performance may deteriorate at low temperatures, and using this function to maintain driving and DC charging performance is recommended. However, using it will reduce the range. So there's a warning here. Oh, it allows you to toggle on and off a range warning if you're getting a little low on range, or if you're not going to have enough range to get to your destination. And then EV route. So you can show it on the map. You'll put in your destination, your start point, currently where you are, any waypoints you put in, and your destination, and then it'll show you right here if it's exceeding the range. Let's see. Okay, so that's cool. That toggles out the entertainment. Is that clip? Yep, there we go. So this gives carbon dioxide reduction, displays the amount of carbon dioxide reduced by driving the EV, and then it's got the economy history of the car. Slide scroll all the way to the left to bring it back to kind of like the main screen. Then map, and you can make the entire screen, the entire 10-inch screen, the navigation. So that was our first experience and test drive of the Hyundai Kona Electric. Overall, thought it was a very nice car on the inside. Felt very sturdy, a very stable platform driving around. As with most EVs, it's very bottom heavy. The battery is covering the floor of the vehicle, so it makes handling a little better. Had your the same basic modes as the Niro, the Sport, Eco, and Normal, and then you can put it into Economy Plus or Eco Plus if you need to eke out that little bit extra range. Definitely a nice car. Plenty of storage space on the inside. It's not a large SUV, but it's not a small sedan either. So overall, if I had to give this car a rating, I'd say maybe a 7 or an 8 out of 10. It is a little high on the price. You're going to find them in the 40,000 range and up, but that's kind of just where EVs are right now. So hopefully as more start to come out, it'll start to kind of drive the prices down a little bit for them across the board. Hope you liked the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to the channel and ring the bell below for future notifications of our experiences, and join us on our next one.